Hello Collective, welcome back, welcome to Copper Visions. My name is Antonio and this is your reading for the day. I'm doing something where, at least this week, I've challenged myself to come to this space, this sacred space of knowledge, wisdom, unconditional love and acceptance, understanding for the highest good of all. And I am happy that you will be joining me. If if you had just seen what I had been doing before I turned this camera on, I think you'd be laughing. Because it felt like the the rule following Antonio was looking for me and I have escaped. So you might be feeling like I don't know. I don't know. But I wanted to pull a card to see, okay, am I going too wild, Spirit? What's going on here? I don't know. And I got an answer, and it was the riddle. So, I think this is connected to the last reading that I shared. And it was this riddle energy without pulling this specific riddle card. And basically, what's happening here is that there is a deep and mysterious energy around. And the best way to work with a riddle is to not work at all. So, that's the vibe. We are not working, but we are being, and we are having fun. And we are saying adios to the part of us, the version of us that thinks too small, too literally, too boringly. So that we can actually figure out. And there he is again. There he is again. Okay, hold on. Zoop zoop. Alright. Where is this going? Where is this going? Ah! See, that's what I'm talking about. It's just the energy of like schizo? No. No, so. Okay. The forest. Alright, we've entered the freaking forest, y'all. We have entered the forest, and it is here. Oh, okay, cool, the mentor. Sweet, oh great. Now I feel like someone's watching this that like is gonna try to tell me something. Something about something. Cool. Cool, I've probably heard it already. No, I'm just kidding. The self. The self. Interesting. Oh, the wilderness. Okay. Benevolent beings. This is actually really quite interesting. God, I feel like starting this whole thing over. I feel absolutely wild. However, something to dive into. This is a continuation of the download that I had gotten before in the last reading, in all seriousness. And I was like, Spirit, like, are you sure you want me to get into this? Because this is like, whoa, whoa. And it was just a moment of being in the shower, and I was like, you know, having one of those fantastical moments of listening to Lady Gaga and like absolutely making a music video of my own in the shower. And I was just thinking, oh my God, when you see someone's shadow screaming for attention, and that someone doesn't know, what do you do? That kind of sent me. That kind of sent me in a direction that felt forbidden. Almost like, is that even a fair judgment to make on someone? Is that even a, like, you know, you see someone's shadow get the best of them in a moment, then they react with violence, or they react with some type of energy that's obviously not helpful to the situation, but they don't know that. So it's like, how do you go about dealing with that type of thing? Well, here's the solution that came in. When we see someone's shadow screaming for attention and that person does not know, stand in your divinity. Know you are light that is expanding as a star in this galaxy and beyond. How far will you go? How long will you travel? And how far away are you willing to go? The journey begins now. No delays, only divine detours. So finding our way to this place feels wild. And I don't know what I drew here, but this is part of the thing. So I'll just show you what the heck happened. I don't know. It kind of looked like a boot. I don't know, like I think here or something, but then a music note. I think in the camera it looks like that. I don't know. And if you're sitting here like, oh my god, Antonio has lost their marbles. I lost those a long time ago. Okay? But it's because I chose to. Because I didn't need to be slipping on them and falling on my ass. Okay. So, okay. Standing in your divinity, right? God, there's like so much humor and then like so much serious work here that's being done. But I feel like it's all part of it. It's all part of it. It's kind of wild. It's like my shadows come out. My shadows come out and we're doing like an evaluation on Antonio's shadow. Like, what is it, a 1 out of 10? What's the score you're giving me? I heard 3. Oh my god! I don't think I'm gonna share this. If I do, wow. So, I tell stories for a living with my body, heart, and mind. My creative intelligence moves past traditional boundaries and into the ultimate. The ever-changing is success in motion. See beyond the day you awaken by being present and at peace. You will fall into love, and out of the wilderness you will grow. You are ready, young child. You must belong now. So, with all that being said, what gave it away? Well, the forest, the wilderness. Here we go. Yeah. The forest. We've entered the forest. We've entered the night. We've entered a space of grieving and delight. It's interesting how you experience your own shadow. It calls for integration so that nothing is left unchecked. So that when you are having a reaction to something or someone for some reason, because of a trigger or a disharmony, it feels as though there are several ways you could, several degrees you could extend that reaction. And the important part is to know that when you have integrated your shadow, you know how to sense the energy of the room. You know how to carry on and carry forward. And so I don't really feel like there's anything to dive into, but I just needed to acknowledge that because I allowed myself to be totally unleashed for a good amount of time. And I still feel that way, but clearly the marbles are intact. Perhaps maybe even melted and formed into something else. But it would take a lot of heat to melt a marble, you know what I'm saying? Because they're glass, right? A lot of heat, a lot of pressure from the heat. Glass, what else would it be? A floor? A ceiling, perhaps? A glass window that looks into, wow, the forest. It's almost like this little bottom thing. It's like, it looks like a reflective piece of glass, actually. It's a lens into infinity and beyond. Shout out to Toy Story. Okay, Buzz Lightyear. Do we have someone who's an astronaut, a cosmonaut of sorts, who has lucid dreamed themselves into this one reading, into this one state of being? Maybe. Maybe that is where you find the kiss. Maybe that is where you find true unconditional love. when you surrender to your own shadow's bliss, knowing that you are loved for exactly who you are. First by you, and then other. So don't be afraid to let the shadow out. Confirmation. I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks, Collective. I hope you got something out of this, and I hope it helped your current situation. Maybe a little more playfulness will help. A little more comedy. A little more awkward fluidity. You got this. You can do it. I believe in ya. See you on the next one.